Ang tunay na problema ng Pilipinas ay hindi ang gera sa Middle East, kundi ang pagwawaldas ng buwis. Mahigit 300 billion pesos ang mawawala sa ating ekonomiya ngayong taon dahil sa pagtaas ng presyo ng langis. Pero dahil sa pagwaldas ng pera nung wala pang krisis, ang ating pambansang utang ay lalampas na sa 19 trillion pesos. Kaya ito ang ilan sa mga dapat gawin. Bawasan ang gastos at pigilan ang mga maanumalyang transaksyon ng gobyerno. Pababain ang VAT at palitan ito ng mga mas progresibong buwis. Tanggalin ang mga miyembro ng kabinete at kanilang mga kasamahan na nagpapahirap sa mga Pilipino. At huwag kalimutan ang flood control. Huwag pumayag na ilihis ang usapan dahil korupsyon ang ugat ng ating mga problema. Hindi man kontrolado ng gobyerno ang presyo ng langis, kontrolado ng gobyerno ang paggastos at buwis. Huwag nating hayaang lalong lumubog ang ating ekonomiya at huwag masundan pa ang oil crisis ng debt crisis. Itigil ang pagwawaldas ng pera ng bayan.
Educate yourselves. Every time, pinipili po ang rules of court o kaya ang iba pang rules that is not applicable in strictissimi juris or juris, no? What will strictly apply only is the Constitution, Article 11 tsaka Article 3 Bill of Rights, no? Yan lang ang strict nating i-apply. Uulitin ko, pag nagmumukha ng criminal prosecution yan. Okay? In dubio pro reo. Pag nagmumukha ng trial, bawal na yan. Okay? Pag sinabi naman nilang preliminary investigation lang to, hindi pa pwede mag-cross-examine. In dubio pro reo. Pwede na mag-cross-examine dapat. Bakit? Because it's in favor of the accused. Every time may duda, i-apply ang Constitution in strictissimi juris and ignore other rules. Always in favor of Sara, who is now an accused, is in jeopardy, and alam naman nating kakasuhan nila. And the last message on accountability, no one is avoiding accountability. Kung gusto nyo, kasuhan nyo, hindi po immune ang Vice President. Kasuhan nyo sa Ombudsman na kayo naman ang nagtalaga. Kasuhan nyo doon. Pero itong impeachment, para sa akin nga, i-dismiss nyo na o ituloy nyo na, sabi nga ni Attorney Ferdy. Kasi kung merong reasonable certainty of conviction sa Senate, i-akyat nyo na. At kung wala naman, itigil nyo na para po sa taong bayan. Maraming salamat po.
Okay. Sa ating mga kaibigan dito, both from the mainstream media and the blogs or bloggers. In my 30 years of practice and in 3 impeachment cases that I participated in together with my good compañeros, Attorney Jing Paras and Attorney Ferdinand Topacio, this is the first time that we have seen a witch hunting, fishing expedition, and a kangaroo court molded into one. This is the most horrendous, outrageous, and void proceeding in an impeachment case. Can you imagine? Dalawang impeachment complaints na recycled and bogus, pinagbigyan nila on form and sufficiency. Tapos, nagkaroon ng proceeding which is, according to our compañero Attorney Jimmy Bondo, ay akin to a trial. Pero bang ganon? Only the Senate, sitting as an impeachment court, can conduct a trial. There's nothing in the rules of the House, nor in the Constitution, that permits the House Committee on Justice to commit a mini trial. Doon pa lang, pwede na nating iakyat yan sa Korte Suprema. Yung subpoena powers nila ay inabuso. Yung ultimate facts, wala. Tapos hihingi ka ng subpoena para mag-supply ng deficiency sa complaints. That renders the entire proceedings null and void. Kaya I agree with legal luminaries that this should be brought before the Supreme Court on a petition for certiorari with temporary restraining order. Because the rights of the accused in this case, Vice President Sara Duterte, is being violated as we speak. Grabe ang grave abuse of discretion dito. In Bautista, in Sereno, and in Corona, hindi namin nakita ito. Imagine mo, isusupina nila ngayon ang mga bangko. Walang ganon. Only the Senate can do that. So that's another void action on the part of the House of Representatives. I would like to point that out, not because our dear Vice President ay malapit sa puso namin. We are duty-bound as citizens to protect the office of the Vice President, which is being violated ngayon ng House of Representatives who are more concerned with the impeachment than addressing the emergency economic situation that we are facing. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat. Than addressing the emergency economic situation that we are facing. Maraming salamat.
Marami pong salamat, mga kababayan, sa ating members of the media and of course the social media. Very simple lang ang sasabihin ko rito. They've always been saying that impeachment is a political, endeavor, political process. Kaya the height of politics is present in the House of Representatives, sa Committee on Justice. I mean, wala na tayong pag-uusapan doon pa lang sa determination of form and substance. Pinakita na nila yung politika. 54 versus 1. Oh, itong si Rufus Rodriguez, kunyari, dito, hindi niya alam kung saan siya kapapanig, sa kaliwa ba o sa kanan. Pero bumoto pa rin doon sa substance. Oh. So, pinadrama nila ang taong bayan. Alam naman natin kung saan hahantong ito lahat. In fact, gustong-gusto nila talaga na magkaroon ng trial sa Senate. Pero ito lahat palabas. Palabas lang ito. Tulad ditong pangit na chairman. Gusto niyang maging maganda sa mga media. Kaya panay press release niya sa mga mali-mali niyang sinasabi. Enhancing the political process to persuade the people in their favor. Kung gusto nila noon na 1/3 ay minamadali nila, bakit hindi na nila madaliin ngayon? Magboto na sila. Bakit pa nila gagamitin ang BP para sa kanilang sarsuela? Alam naman natin, sarsuela lahat ito. Wala silang ebidensya, mangangalap pa. You know, when you file a case, if it's a criminal or a civil, you file a case in a criminal doon sa fiscal, pagdating doon sa complaint mo, nakalatag na lahat na ebidensya. Hindi ka na pwedeng tika-tika piskal, isupina mo muna ito kasi wala kaming naka-attach ditong ebidensya sa sinasabi namin. Pwede ba yung ganon? Supina mo pa. The fiscal, which is akin. Sabi ni Jimmy, yung fiscal, kung ano ang trabaho ng fiscal, ganon din ang trabaho ng House Committee on Justice. They only determine probable cause. Pero if you're conducting a trial, you're already making a judgment. You're usurping the powers of the Senate. Di ba? Ano pang gagawin ng Senado kung pinrejudge mo na dito by making a mini trial kunyari, pero actually, you're already making a full-blown trial under the guise of a mini trial. Well, the Constitution did not use the word try. For the House of Representatives, it only says initiate. And initiate means to say, i-determine mo lang, tapos kung mayroon kayong prima facie or probable, magbutuhan sa plenary. If you get 1/3, then let the Senate decide and try the case. Ito, inuusig nyo na si Vice President using several stupid arguments from stupid people na hindi man lang mga abogado. Paano na ang taong bayan? Tapos, gumagas na sila, pupunta sa Bali, mag-birthday celebration, hindi natin alam yung mga under the table dyan. So, ito lahat po ay pamulitika. Kaya, baloney, yung House, talagang alam na natin ang, ang kanilang boto. Mayroon dyan iba, kunyari, isang partido, isang ganito, kunyari, pahaging-pahaging pa. Sabi nga nung isang businessman na kausap ko, nagpapalapad lang ng papel yan para baka hindi pa nabigyan. So, ganito po lahat yan. Politika ang nagtulak nitong Committee on Justice. Gusto nilang gamitin for their propaganda, and they're hiring even dean of law schools to talk in their behalf to justify their sarsuela na mini trial. Mayroon isang bobo dyan na din na sinipa ng kanyang law school, daldal ng daldal, ang daming din na sinasabi. katulad ito ng mga iba pang mga abogado dyan, na alam naman natin, mali yung sinasabi nila, but hindi natin alam kung anong nasa likod ng kanilang mga sinasabi. So, ang bottom line para sa akin, mga kababayan, I've been a member of the House. There were 3 impeachment process that I've gone through. First, yung kay Chief Justice Davide. Kami yung kay Chief Justice Davide, we achieved 1/3. Pero hindi dinanggap ng Senado. Hindi in-endorse ni Speaker De Venecia. So, talagang pamulitika. Yung kay, kay Bautista, pinatay na nila doon pa lang sa, pinatay na nila doon pa sa committee. Wala daw form, walang substance, pero na-overall ng plenary. So, ito lahat, it's politics. Kung may order ang speaker, may order ang majority floor leader, lahat yan, lahat yung mga miyembro dyan ng Committee on Justice. It's already been revealed by a Congressman Erice. It's been revealed by Kobe Chanko na pamulitika lahat ito. Kaya, ito sa inyo, lahat dyan ng mga congressman. Ito sa lahat dyan ng mga congressman. Kayo dapat ang imbestigahan base doon sa 18 Marines kung ilan ang maleta na tinanggap nyo. Umamin na nga yung isang babae. Umamin na nakatanggap siya ng maleta. Pero hindi niya sinabi kung magkano natanggap ng tatay niya. Iyon po. This is purely political. Pero the people of this country is still hoping that the Senate will give justice to the impeachment process. Kaya takot na takot sila sa Senado because hindi nila alam kung anong decision. Pero for me, it's already, if it's forgone in the House na ma-impeach si Sara Duterte, it's forgone in the Senate na wala silang makukuhang boto to convict her. And that is my, crystal ball saying. Okay?
Well, first and foremost, I would like to greet everyone ng magandang umaga ng Huwebes ngayon, ano? Kahit na mataas masyado na yung langis, at baka mawalan na tayo ng supply. At tinanong ako ni MJ kanina nung pagpasok ko rito, bakit daw green na naman yung aking kulay ng damit? Favorite na color ko yan kasi it signifies 2 things. 1, true life. Green is the color of life. Makikita mo yung environment natin, dahon, green yan. It also symbolizes wealth. Kasi green box yan. Kaya ako ay pro-USA. Dahil sa nangyayari ngayong kaguluhan dyan sa Middle East, mag-uusap na raw yung Philippine government at sa Chinese government for possible joint exploration in West Philippine Sea. Most likely, baka magkaroon na rin ng joint fishing expedition sa West Philippine Sea. So, tanggalin natin yung fishing expedition dyan sa house. Dalagyan na natin doon sa West Philippine Sea doon. Yung fishing expedition sa West Philippine Sea will be legal and legitimate. Ngayon, bakit ako pro-USA? USA. United Sara ako. Yan ibig sabihin. Well, anyway, meron bang karapatan ang ordinaryong mamamayang katulad ko o katulad natin dito sa nangyayaring impeachment proceedings ngayon sa House of Representatives? Are we a party in interest here o si VP Sara lang? Well, 2 things you have to remember. There are 2 kinds of impeachable officials. One group are the elected officials, president and vice president. The others are appointed officials, justices of the Supreme Court, ombudsman. Yan yung mga impeach or constitutional commission, COA, etc. Lahat yan appointees. But if you're talking of the president and the vice president, all of us here are on trial. So we are a party in interest here because our being a sovereign people, nakalagay sa constitution yan . Doon pa lang sa preamble, we the sovereign Filipino people. So how do you define being a sovereign Filipino people? Then you go to Article 2, Section 1. Sovereignty resides in the people and all government authority emanates from them. What's the manifestation of sovereignty? Then that is election. That's why we are called the representative democracy. So whether you voted for Sara Duterte last election or Bongbong Marcos, then you are a party in interest here. Because if Sara Duterte is impeached and eventually convicted, she will be removed from office. Then we are deprived of our right, being sovereign people, of having elected her. to be our vice president. That's why we are here. I am here not just because I am a lawyer who understands a little bit about law. I am here sitting here in front of you para ipaliwanag yung karapatan nating mga ordinaryong mamamayang Pilipino na pag ang tinatanggal o ni-impeach natin ay presidente, vice-presidente, we have the sovereign right that will be affected by the outcome of these proceedings. Kaya, alam po, yung kanilang ginagawa ngayon sa House of Representatives, hinahayaan ko, ako'y natutuwa. Sa totoo lang, yung kanilang pinagdagawa ngayon dyan sa House of Representatives, which is a blatant violation of the provisions of the Constitution as stated by Attorney Bondok a while ago, on Article 11, more particularly Section 3, and Article 3, which is the Bill of Rights. So, meaning, we have a possible actionable suit that we can file before the Supreme Court for the House of Representatives abusing its authority, resulting into lack of jurisdiction of what they are doing, and an unconstitutional act. So, any one of us here can file the corresponding petition before the Supreme Court to question the actions of the House of Representatives. And we are a proper party in interest. Meron tayong personality to file the necessary action. I have been in Congress for so many years. I was there in 1987. I saw the impeachment of Erap there. I was involved in somehow. I was also involved in the impeachment of then Chief Justice Davide as consultant of the Office of the Speaker, give advice to the leaders of the House of what to do. Sumunod po dyan yung impeachment ni GMA, ilang beses po yung may final dyan. Then the impeachment of Merceditas Gutierrez, impeachment of Andres Bautista, and Sereno. All these impeachment cases that were filed in the House, I was able to be part in whatever capacities. No? Ngayon, going back to the integrity of these impeachment proceedings, tama yung sinabi. Only the Senate has the sole power to try and decide cases of impeachment. When you say try or trial, there's no distinction of maxi trial or mini trial. Basta trial yan. Yung mini skirt lang yan. Magandang panuturin yan. Pero, there's no such thing as mini trial. Saan nila naka-invento ng ganon? Now, if they are going to again define what they're doing as, well, it is akin. Ayan, yung salita akin yan, akin. Okay. Similar to a preliminary investigation before the office of the prosecutor. Or maybe we can say inquest proceedings. Kasi kami mga trial lawyers, dinaanan namin yan. So summary lang talaga ang pinag-uusapan doon. Whether it's an inquest proceedings or preliminary investigation before the office of the prosecutor, then the only things to be considered by the prosecutor would be what? The complaint affidavits. And the affidavits of the witnesses if there are any. And the counter affidavit of the defendant or respondent or the real pieces of evidence that have been recovered. And if these are sufficient, then they will file the corresponding information in court. Yun lang ang gagawin. Hindi pwedeng magkaroon ka ng tawagin ng piskal kung sino-sino yung mga wala naman silang participation that they have not filed any document in form of affidavit. Because that is fishing expedition na yon. Fishing expedition yon. Yung ginagawa nila ngayon, okay, dapat magbasihan lamang nila. They have already determines yung substance is there. Compliant daw. So, compliant ba yung complaint? Compliant ba doon sa mga attached affidavits? Then, kung meron silang clarificatory hearing, tawag ko dyan, hindi trial. They have to clarify those provisions or those allegations in the affidavits that were filed by those potential witnesses or by the complainants. Then they can conduct a hearing. Clarify nyo nga ito. What do you mean by this? That is clarificatory hearing. But if you are going to start issuing subpoena to people who are not mentioned in the complaint or who have not submitted any document or affidavit, that is violation already of the provision of the Constitution on trial. Trial na kasi yan eh. So, sabihin mong mini trial, ano mini trial? Kung pagkakaiba ba yan sa maxi trial or trial? Pareho lang na trial yan. And remember, any incidents or any other action related to trial, which is the sole power of the Senate, and if this is undertaken by the House of Representatives, it is unconstitutional. It is just not unconstitutional, it's also done with grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack of jurisdiction. Nung binasa ko yung answer ad cotellam ni VP Sara, I was so proud of our lawyers. Magaling sila. They know what they are doing. They know their law. They have to answer it, but it's on putellam, meaning to say as a precautionary measure without waiving the right to object on anything related to the unconstitutionality of the complaints or the proceedings that will take place in the House. So ngayon, ang ginagawa nitong Committee on Justice, insisting of issuing subpoenas. Meron silang sinabpina pa na abogado. No, I heard, no, these are all violation. These are all violation of the sole power of the Senate in a trial. No, hindi naman na ito kasi committee hearing lamang ng in order to what do you call that, pass a law. No, not anymore. This is a hearing not in aid of legislation, but a committee hearing to determine if there is not just a mere probable cause, but if there are evidence that would warrant the findings of the Committee on Justice to go up to the plenary and for the plenary to decide and then transmit the matter to the Senate. Ganun lang kasimple yung impeachment proceedings. They are trying to complicate things in a way, kung sinabi ni Attorney Porras, ni Congressman Jing, because sabi nila, Sarsuela ito. Sabi ni Attorney Topacio, kangaroo court. No, don't use kangaroo court. That's going to be an insult with a beautiful kangaroo. I love kangaroo. I've been to Australia many times and they're so beautiful. So don't don't compare the Committee on Justice as a kangaroo court. It's an insult to the kangaroo. Or even they say sinabi, muro-muro. No. Don't use again that muro. It's an insult to our Muslim brothers and sisters. No? Hindi pwede. No? Ang ginagawa nila doon sa House of Representatives, purely politika. They would want to put the Vice President in a bad light in the eyes of the public because he is the most trusted, popular public official of the land now, despite all their efforts to destroy her for the past 2 years. Hindi nila mapababa yan ang kanyang trust rating. And, you know, if you read the decisions of the Supreme Court, the 2025 decision, the motion for reconsideration of 2026, klaro, sinabi ng Supreme Court, this impeachment is not only political, it is also legal process. And when you talk of legal process, the main basis of looking at the legality or illegality of the proceeding is what the Constitution provides, because the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, it is the fundamental law of the land. So anything that is contrary to Article 11 in relation to the Bill of Rights is unconstitutional, therefore it is illegal. And what they are doing right now, it is illegal. May nagtanong din sa akin, paano yung subpoena? Pag pinadalhan ka ng subpoena ng Committee on Justice, if they are not going to, if the one that is being addressed to would not attend, and he or she be cited for contempt, what's yung gagawin nila yun? Iko-contempt nila yun. Papa-aresto pa nila. But would that be legal action of the House? No. No. It will be unconstitutional. It will violate due process, the right of that person. Because here, it's no longer just be resource person. Napapatawag mo siya para magbigay ng kanyang opinion, nalalaman niya tungkol sa isang batas na nakabinbin, panukala na nakabinbin in order to be passed by the committee. Ito hindi na Itong Committee on Justice here is acting not just a mere committee of the House that's going to pass pieces of legislation, but eventually it will become the body that will prosecute these impeachment proceedings in the House. So tama rin yung sinasabi na it is similar to the preliminary investigation or inquest proceedings. Then so submitted yan. Sige, I admit, similar, but it's not the same. But you cannot go beyond what is allowed and authorized in a preliminary investigation or inquest proceedings. Because going beyond that would be violation of the Constitution. So yun lamang po yung aking maikling paliwanag po sa inyo.
Thank you very much. Now I know why Freddy is a good lawyer. He has a brilliant mentor. And I'm glad, and I'm also glad, Freddy, that you have this press conference because, in my opinion, this is the best press conference na nilinaw kung gano'ng kalabo ang ginagawa ng Congress. Maraming salamat. Okay, as your moderator, let me first ask 2 questions before I call the media. Number 1, how long will this, well, I don't want you to more. How long will this committee last in the lower house? And how much is it costing us, taxpayers? May gastos yan di ba? Hindi ba di... Okay.
I'll answer that. Well, as far as the timeline, depende na yun sa gusto nilang ma-obtain Depende na yun kung gaano gusto nilang kahaba. But insofar as the cost, if they are going to continue doing this, it could go beyond 125 million. Mas malaki kaysa sa doon sa kanilang gustong palabasin na confidential fund. No. For sure. We are spending millions here of taxpayers' money of those, anong tawag mo doon? Anong tawag mo doon? Stupid. Okay. So, yun ang mangyayari dyan.
Second question is this. Is it possible na hindi aabot to sa Senate for lack of merit?
That is a probability, not just a possibility. Because, as I've said, the proceeding in the House against the Vice President is void ab initio. Nakita nyo naman nangyari doon sa unang kaso. It was declared void ab initio at hindi na natuloy yung trial sa Senado. That's a probability. At dito, mas matindi ang violations. Greed, abuse of discretion of unprecedented character. Sabi ko nga, nadismaya kami ni Perdi, ni Attorney Jing Paras, and of course, Attorney Tapash and Jimmy. We have been witnesses and participants to many impeachment proceedings. Ngayon lang nangyari ito na mayroong ganyan. They are inventing their own rules na hindi nila pinasa, hindi pinablish. Yung mini-trial na yan, there's no such thing. Not even in the United States and Britain where impeachment originated. Ini-invento ni Congressman Luis to yan. Ang sagwa nakakahiya because the House should have performed its duty in obedience to the Constitution. Hindi sila mas mataas Tapos ngayon, they are usurping the power of the Senate. Diba? Napakapangit tingnan. And where is the prioritization there? Ano bang importante? Itong ginagawa nila kay VP Sara o yung ekonomiya natin ngayon na is already in an emergency situation? Parang there's a wrong prioritization here. So, I question because I'm a citizen and I'm a voter and has witnessed for myself lahat ng impeachments na recently meron. Wala sa Davide, I was just a plain observer. Pero sa Sereno, Bautista, I was the lawyer of the two distinguished gentlemen here, Attorney Topacio and Attorney Jing Paras. We impeach Bautista. Kahit na nung umpisa, nag-violate din yung House Committee on Justice sa kanilang rules and the Constitution. But, sinave ng plenary by a very overwhelming vote at na-impeach si Bautista. Hindi siya umabot sa Senado kasi impeach and then he resigned. Naging moot and academic. But I tell you, nakakadismaya ang ginagawa ng House Committee on Justice. And the Supreme Court might probably, hindi ako sigurado because I cannot preempt, might probably issue a TRO here and declare the proceeding void ab initio. Salamat.